Hi everyone, how are you? It is Dr. Emily, functional podiatrist and human movement specialist, here to speak about one of my favorite concepts, and a concept that was not taught to me during podiatry school, but is something that as a movement specialist or for any of the trainers, coaches, therapists out there, I think it is pivotal to understand, and that is the muscle tuning theory. The muscle tuning theory is a concept by Dr. Ben Onig, and it is all about how we perceive and relate to and absorb the impact forces when we walk, run, and jump. Now, the foundational concept of the muscle tuning theory is first understanding how we perceive impact forces. Now, impact forces are a stimulus to the nerves in the bottom of our feet. Every time your foot is pounding the pavement, you experience these impact forces, but the actual perception or the stimulus that you feel is not pain, not force, not pressure, but it is vibration. So thinking about something like a tuning fork often helps people to understand this concept of the muscle tuning theory and impact. So impact forces are vibration. So when you think about our relationship to vibration when the foot strikes the ground, the next question that I want to ask you is, how do you absorb vibration? How do you absorb impact forces? Now, why this is important is because the way that we absorb impact forces is actually the way that we store and use the energy of impact forces. Now, it's important to understand that impact forces is your body's potential energy. So when I walk and I run and I jump and I strike the ground, impact forces comes in, that is your energy. You store that energy in your connective tissue, and then you release it like a rubber band as elastic energy. So that conversion of potential to elastic is based off of your ability to absorb vibration as your foot contacts the ground. So how do you absorb vibration? Go back to the tuning fork. How would you stop or damp the vibration of a tuning fork, right? So just like my foot bones and tissue, I don't want them to be vibrating. Vibration is good, but I don't want excess vibration. So how do I absorb the vibration? How do I stop the tuning fork from vibrating? What do? You touch it. You touch it, you clamp, you contract into it. So just like that tuning fork, what you're going to do with your foot and ankle structure is you are going to contract into the vibration. You contract your muscles, you stiffen them, and that stiffening of the foot and ankle complex is a key part of the muscle tuning theory. What happens when you contract your muscles to stiffen and brace against the vibration is you create myofascial tension or tensegrity. That myofascial tension and tensegrity allows the potential energy from the ground to be stored in that connective tissue. What also happens is that you get an increase in what's called compartment pressure. So a fun fact is that all of the muscles of your lower extremity, actually all of your muscles, but of your lower extremity are housed in compartments. So if you've ever heard of compartment syndrome, thinking about runners getting anterior compartment syndrome when they run, especially up hills, what happens is you get a rapid expansion in the compartment of the muscles. All of your muscles, when they contract in a contained environment, you get an increase in pressure. So contraction of muscles not only influences your fascia to create tension, but it also increases compartment pressure. So to summarize what the muscle tuning theory is all about and why it's important to understand it is, first, ground reaction forces and impact forces is your body's potential energy. We need it to move efficiently. The way that you perceive impact forces is vibration. The way that you absorb and damp vibration to store it as potential energy in your connective tissue is you contract and you stiffen. That stiffening response creates myofascial tension. Of course, that tension is integrated, tensegrity, and you also increase compartment pressure to create stiffness. Therefore, the stiffer your foot and ankle complex is at foot contact, the quicker you get off of the ground and the more efficient you move, and you are utilizing the vibration of ground reaction forces. If you want to learn more about impact forces and this relationship between the feet and the ground and the nervous system and the myofascial system, then please do check out the Muscle Tuning Theory by Dr. Ben O'Neig. If you want to look at any of the education that I've created around this, then please go to ebfaglobal.com. And if you are a patient and you're experiencing impact-related injuries and you want to learn more about how to improve your relationship with the ground, then please visit my website, dremilysplichal.com. Stay barefoot strong, and I'll talk to you soon.